If you have a serious crush on a girl and you want to talk to her but you're too nervous to call her, in this video we're going to teach you how to text girls. Welcome to Beyond Behavior. At number 1, text her shortly after getting her number. You may have heard about the 3-day rule that you shouldn't text a girl before 3 days have passed. This is complete nonsense. A dating survey revealed that women want to be contacted within 24 hours of meeting someone. There's a chance that she's already thinking about you and she'll quickly respond to your message. Otherwise, she may forget you or lose interest if you're taking too long. Texting a girl early also shows you're confident, and you know women love confident men. Number 2, make the first text interesting. Your first text leaves a huge impression in her mind, so make sure your first text is interesting and worth responding to. For example, you should ask about something she mentioned in her bio or her profile, or even something that happened when you guys met. Try to keep things interesting and put in some creative effort. Number 3, use emojis. Emojis are king in a conversation. They express 50% of your texting game, but you should use them wisely. Try using fewer emojis than her and stay consistent with your usage. Be clever when choosing a unique but relevant emoji to stand out, because trust me, you're not the only one she's talking to, so don't go over the top and send her a hurricane of kissy faces and hard eyes all day. Number 4, don't text her all day. Texting a girl all day from morning to night is not a good idea, especially if she didn't respond to your last message. Do your best to avoid a double text. If you're texting her all day, she may treat you more casually and more as a friend. So keep this in mind when it's an all-day conversation. Most women are attracted to men who are active and productive with their day, which typically means less phone time. Also, never send texts like, "Are you there?" or "Why aren't you responding?" It makes you come off as needy, and nobody likes a stage 5 clinger. Guys, stay confident. If she doesn't text you back and ghosts you, then it's just time to move on. Number 5, text her enough to keep her interested. This doesn't mean that you don't text her at all or take ages to respond. This may give her an impression that you're busy chatting with other girls or you're not interested in her. Keep things interesting by asking her interesting questions and make more questions from her answers. Try to dig just a little bit deeper, but don't act like an interrogator. You don't have to know everything. You can ask about her hobbies, her favorite TV shows, and see what she loves to talk about. Just don't ask the same things over and over again. Also, try to avoid yes or no questions. That will leave the conversation dead in its tracks. Ask her about things that she told you earlier and things that you're genuinely curious about. Number 6, don't be afraid to tease her. Girls don't always feel the same way they seem to come off. Be playful and don't be afraid to crack some jokes. You're not some beta male who only wants to please her. Just don't ever make fun of anything she could be insecure about. This hurts a girl more than anything, and she can start avoiding you even if she's laughing at your jokes. Find out things she secretly loves, but don't be a joker all the time. Try to mix things up by mixing your positive humor with intellectual thought and maybe even some of those questions we were talking about earlier. Number 7, text to set up a date. If you're texting each other for a week or so, it's probably a good time to ask her out. Be sure to do this over text as well, because she probably isn't expecting your call. Even if she did answer, texting is more convenient these days, and she probably isn't ready to answer a question like that right off the fly. After she's agreed to go on a date, be sure to do some research. Think about the things that she likes and something that you like. You can use your common interest to have a great time and make sure the date is easy peasy and sweet. Just try not to go the old dinner and a movie route. Yes, it's an option, but doing something more creative like going ice skating or even going to a comedy club and getting dinner is a much better option. Once you have set up the date, go ahead and be playful, joke and tease about it. You want her to be excited to see you just as much as you're excited to see her. Number 8. Use inside jokes. Now, this can be a little bit tricky, but is well worth the payoff. If you want to move things forward and create more intimacy, inside jokes are a great way to build up your relationship. This will take some work. You'll have to be clever about this joke. It could be about something that she's interested in, or you can even make fun of yourself. Everyone loves a little humility, and this can earn you some admiration with her. At the end of the day, this will definitely help you stand out because now you've made a personal connection. Number 9. Keep text casual. When you're texting, everything should be happy and light and hopefully funny. Remember, the goal is to set up a date so you can see her in person and then start building a real connection there. Save those more serious and thoughtful questions for when you actually meet face to face. If you know everything about her before you even meet, it can make the meeting a little awkward because now everything just seems repetitive and you're just trying to fill in empty space. So be smart, be casual, and make sure there's room to grow when you guys are together in person. Number 10. Text her with purpose. If you want to talk to her, you need to have a purpose. Ask yourself, what am I trying to gain out of this conversation right now? Am I trying to make her laugh? Am I trying to learn something? Am I trying to do both? If you don't have a clear objective in mind, try not to send a text at all. Do your best to have a game plan so you can set yourself up for success.